What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dolphin Chronicles. My name is Johnny Cruz. I am the Yankee fan, and I am here, of course, with my boy Alex. Alex, what's going on, bro?
Hey, Johnny, good to have you back, my brother. He's off the IR, folks. He's
Yes, apologies for missing a bit. Your boy has been under the weather. Still not ready to be on camera. But my voice is, so my throat feels a little bit better. But yeah, I've been
yeah,
sick for a while, but happy to be back. Especially
hey,
after whatever funk or cold that's been going around caught the whole house, bro. All of us were down for a hot minute. I've been feeling like this for over a week, starting to feel a little bit better.
good.
But anytime you can beat down on the Jets, or excuse me, win against the Jets, I'm not even gonna say beat down.
Yeah,
That's always a good feeling. So we're obviously here to discuss it. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, smash that like, turn on notifications. Again, this is the Dolphin Chronicles presented by Kendall Sports Network, and Kendall Sports Network is a little young, but we've got some good programming on here. Not only do we have the Dolphin Chronicles, we got False Nine, which is all things Inter Miami. You can check out on the network here.
yeah,
This week in Miami with my boy Alex and Byron, where they talk all things South Florida 305 sports. And
yeah.
then of course Hurricane Warning, which is all things the U Miami Hurricanes football. But before we get into all that, because we had an interesting chat going on as far as the Miami Hurricanes playing in the Pop Tart Tecmo Bowl in Orlando against some Iowa State, I believe.
Yeah, the
That'll
Cyclones.
be for another show. But again, there's a lot of good programming here on the Kendall Sports Network, and it's just going to get bigger. We got a lot more stuff in the pipeline coming. We're missing one of our stooges, the third stooge in Byron, our super producer, but he's working behind the scenes, and of course, he's checking us out. So what's up, Byron? But yeah, our Dolphins pull out a victory in overtime,
Yep.
32-26 over the hated New York Paper Planes, and it was definitely a lot more stressful than I thought it should have been.
Yeah, yeah.
But ultimately I'm happy that we got the win there. Your initial thoughts on the 32-26 victory in overtime?
Hey, a win is a win, man. Just ask the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Those guys have been winning by the fucking skin on their teeth, the whole damn season. So, yeah, this game probably took about 5 years off of my life. Um, but a win is a win at Hard Rock. Now we officially eliminated the Jets from playoff contention. Not that
Yeah,
they had any hopes of making the
nice.
postseason, anyways. But
Yeah, but it still feels good to be the one that officially knocked them out. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I'll take that.
mathematically they're done,
Right.
right? While we keep our, our playoff hopes alive,
Yeah.
we still got a pulse, right? We got some work to do, and then we need a little love. We need a little help from the boys over at Mile High. We need a
Yeah.
little help from the kids over at Lucas Oil. We need a little love, but it felt good. It felt good, man. It felt good to um, you know to trust our kicker again.
Yeah.
um, we talk. We gave special teams we
A
gave
lot
them a
of
hard
grief.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of grief, right? And turns out that Bailey's doing well. Sanders, was named Special Teams Player of the Week, AFC Special Teams Player of the Week or something.
Yeah.
Last week I think it was, and drilled a game tying field goal, man, and it wasn't a chip shot either. What was it, 53?
Yeah, I think it was 52 or 53. And
Yeah,
then the one
53
before the
yards.
half was 57. His tied his career high. So,
Yeah, yeah. So he's
yeah.
he's he's going out there, and he's got ice water in his veins, man, and that's the kind of stuff that we need if we're looking to make a deep a run in the postseason. So I'm just happy with the result, Johnny. Like I said, it took 5 years off of my life, but I'm happy that we were able to get it done. When you're competing to be in the postseason, those teams got to find ways to win, and that's what Miami was able to do on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Shout out to my son John. What's up, John?
Yes,
Malik
huge,
Washington with the nice kickoff return. That was huge to give us an opportunity to tie that game
definitely.
there. So that was a big one. Here is the third member of the squad here, Byron. What's going on, bro? Thanks for letting us
Oh, Byron
well,
J.
letting us
Garcia.
run wild with the platform here while you do your stuff behind the
That's
scene.
right. I forgot
Uh,
Byron had a middle name. It's Jose, I think, right? Jose Gar.
of course it is, bro.
Yeah,
Of course
yeah.
it's Jose. That
I thought
okay.
I
I'm
forgot. I
just gonna
forgot
let
he
it
had a
let
middle
it.
initial.
I'll let it known to the world now. My legal name, as far as the police and the government is concerned, is Jose Cruz.
Ooh,
But yes, I go by Johnny. That was a nickname my grandmother
now you
gave me since I
sound
was
really gangster.
small. So I ran with Johnny Cruz because Jose is just such a typical Spanish name that I couldn't deal with it. So yes, I go by Johnny, but legally my name is Jose Cruz. So I feel you on that one, Byron. Just throw the J up there, bro. Don't even throw the whole thing out there.
Jose.
But
Oh man.
yeah, we'll get into the stats real quick, and we'll do a quick rundown of all the other scores from all the other games. But I just wanted to jump into our Dolphins real quick.
Yeah.
So some player stats for us. Tua 33 of 47, 331, 2 touchdowns, big key, no interceptions. Um,
Continues to be turnover free since his return, bro.
yeah, and that's been big. The running game, not much of it. Devon Achane 14
No,
for 24.
24. Yeah.
He did get a touchdown.
Wilson had a
Jalen
couple
Wright,
big. Wilson had a couple big runs, short
yeah,
yardage.
absolutely,
We
yeah.
continued to struggle with short yardage.
Oh my
Uh,
God, bro.
yeah, that's God. I don't know when we're gonna figure that out, but he did. Wilson did come in to spell Devon after I think he took a trip to the medical tent after taking a big lick.
Yeah,
Um,
after he kind of got set up there by Tua a little bit there, but yeah,
oof,
Jeff
yeah,
Wilson with a big run and a big catch in that touchdown drive in overtime.
yeah.
Jalen Wright only 2 carries, 7 yards. I don't understand why this kid isn't getting more run. Is he not picking up the playbook or what?
I don't
Uh,
know. It's not. I mean, the talent and the skill set is there, but I mean, you don't want to
some,
question the coaching staff. I don't know if it's just situational or what's going on, but I figure he
if Byron was here, we would be questioning the coaching staff like crazy. So, so in the
yeah.
spirit of my boy Byron, I will get into the questioning of the coaching staff in a second. Just to finish off the stats, Tyreek 10 catches, 115, finally over 100, the first time since week
Waddle had a
one.
good game too.
Waddle with 9 for 99. Devon, the multi-dimensional
Receiving
player was
touchdown.
6 for 45. Janu with 3 big catches, all in overtime,
All
for
in that one
44
drive.
yards, and of
Yeah,
course the
and the game
game-winning
winner.
touchdown.
Yeah, let's
Tua
see if we can
hit,
find that clip. Hold on.
yeah, Tua hit 8 different receivers with passes there. Um, again, to touch on the running game, I'm with you on this, bro. Questioning the O line's ability to run block effectively. That has to be part, in my
Yeah,
opinion, it has to be part of
the pass
why we're not
protection
running the
there.
ball. Why?
We're actually the second ranked O line according to PFF as far as pass protection. But I guess for run blocking, we're not doing the job, man. I don't know what's going on. If it's
It's our
because
guards. Our guards are garbage, bro. To be completely
yeah,
honest, the guard play, Liam Eichenberg, Robert Jones, they're garbage, bro. They're just
yeah,
bodies.
our inside guys, yeah,
They're just bodies. Aaron Brewer is highly ranked as far as his movement ability, his positioning, and stuff like that. He's not the strongest or whatever, but our guards are just a flaw. As far as the PFF grade, yeah, the PFF. I don't look too far into PFF, and a big part of those stats is how quickly Tua gets rid of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't have that many sacks allowed and pressures and stuff like that, because he gets rid of the ball so quick. But as far as the actual running game, yeah, not only can whenever it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, like I'm just like, oh man, like what are we gonna come up with now? Because it's not like we could just line it up like other teams
yeah. We
and
can't
just
do
punch you in
smack
the
mouth
mouth and get
football.
those
Yeah.
couple yards.
We're gonna need to
Um,
we're gonna need to figure that out. But hey, before we dive into that
go ahead.
and continue to stress over it, here's the Malik Washington kickoff return. Bear with me here just a minute. Uh, hold on. There it is. Boom. Share tab audio. All right, boys.
All right.
All right. You see it, right?
Yep.
Boom. Let's play.
You gotta add it to the screen, bro.
He definitely drugged him. Oh,
All right.
goodness.
Yeah, we'll let that play again because that was huge. Oh,
Boom. Big
Oh my
time.
goodness.
Let's see. Hold on. The other we got to watch the Janu one too, man. Hang on a second.
yeah, man, that was huge, bro. And like I was telling John, shout out again to my son John. We were watching the game together yesterday. The strength of his hands, bro, to hold on to that football in the end zone, was big time because
Beans for the win.
yeah, I know Tua put it in the perfect spot or whatever, but it felt like it was floating forever. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hey, that was great touch, man. There were a lot of defenders
it was
around it.
because he got it over one guy and right in front of another guy. But again, his Jono's ability to just hold on to that ball was huge, man. And I've been telling John this and my boy Brent. Shout out to my boy Brent from the job, who's a big time Dolphin fan as well.
Right,
if I'm the front office, bro, I make sure that Jono's career ends as a Dolphin, bro. Like we got him for next year as well. But I go ahead and that's an easy way to save money too.
Still got how many games left? We got
there's five. There's
four games left.
Yeah, 4 games left, and then we got him next season. But that's a good way to save a little money on the salary cap next year. I don't know what his number is. I don't think it's that big anyway. But you can tack on 2 more years to that, and then kind of bring the number down as far as salary cap next year. But I would. He's the perfect, you know what I'm saying, tight end for this type of offense. He's not the greatest blocker, but he's a good blocker, and he's got his run after the catch, and like he's exactly what we've been looking for at the tight end position. So if I'm the front office, I lock him up and make sure that the next 3 years he's a Dolphin.
Wow. Hey, breaking news. Well, it's not so much breaking. Apparently, it was a few hours back, but the killer has been identified. The United Healthcare CEO killer as Luigi Mangione, Ivy League grad with degrees in computer science, avid reader, and active contributor on GitHub. Apparently, the guy's really smart, but not smart enough to keep his mask on as a Starbucks employee. So, Luigi, congratulations, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah, bro, you should have told Mario to give you a mask, bro, or a fake mustache or something to wear when you did that.
Luigi. Yeah,
that was a whole crazy situation in and of itself there. Just to see some of the stats for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers had his first 300-yard game against us.
Great game, man.
27 to 39, 339 and a touchdown.
And you know what? The Jets record is not indicative of how they've lost a lot of close games.
Yeah, they have.
And that's a good defense that freaking Tua carved up. Okay, with the exception of a couple drives. So let's not let their record. Yes, we hate the Jets and we love to hate the Jets and we love to see them not do well. And the longest postseason drought in modern sports continues with the Jets. But let's not take away that that's a top 3 defense still. Statistically, that's a top 3 defense.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers had a great game.
Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers played well. Those 2 rookie running backs, 11 carries for Allen for 43 yards.
And the other kid,
Davis, 10 carries, 40 yards.
Isaiah Davis, I think it was.
Yeah, Isaiah Davis. But their 2 wideouts carved us up. You know what I'm saying? Garrett Wilson, 7 for 114, and Devontae, 9 for 109 and a touchdown.
Yeah, Kobe and Ramsey could not keep up. We continue to miss tackles, which is a problem.
Yeah, bro. That's a major problem right there. I want to throw up some of these comments real quick. Yeah, Jose John Smith with 0 fantasy points and then 14 in overtime. You ain't lying about that, bro. I'm questioning the responsibility. Johns can't wait to see Malik Washington's on angry runs tomorrow.
Hey,
Facts.
Malik Washington owes us, bro. He fucked us royally against the Packers. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He put us in
Kudos,
position to
kudos to the
win
young
that
man
game, to tie that
for
game yesterday. So
keeping us alive yesterday.
there's some give and take. He is a rookie, but I love his upside. I love that kid's upside. So I'm happy
Yeah,
with him. But yeah, you can't be
he plays
muffin
hard.
punts.
You can tell. Yeah.
You can't be muffin punts, bro. Third and long is something we can't afford with this offense, so we don't run to avoid
I
that.
prefer third and long
I don't
over
know,
third and
Byron.
short.
We don't run. I don't think because we can't run. That's why we don't run. To be totally honest, so
Man,
I
I'd
got
almost be
my question
comfortable
for
with
you, Alex, is this: are we not? Is Mike McDaniel not calling runs because he doesn't want to call runs, or do you think he's not calling runs because he just doesn't have faith in the offensive line for us to be able to run
that's got
consistently?
to be it. We're continually trying to mask the deficiencies of our offensive line when it comes to run blocking. Clearly, we can protect our quarterback, but that also has to do with the fact that he gets the ball out so damn quickly,
Right.
right? So yes, it shows that PFF has us ranked as the second best offensive line according to pass protection, right? Because hurries, pressures, sacks, all that stuff taken into account, but we can't run between the tackles, and that's a problem, right? So McDaniel is scared to call those short yardage runs because he's just gonna have to, draw something up again. So it's the percentages are low when it comes to short yardage situation, and it gets frustrating, and that's what we need. That's what we need to fix moving forward, man. The interior of the offensive line is a problem. I think Patrick Paul did a good job yesterday filling in. Turns out Armstead's injury is not as severe as once thought. It doesn't require surgery or anything like that. Don't know how long he's going to be out. Maybe it's just a little bit more rest. Um, but it was tough to see him on the sidelines. You can tell he was.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. There, I mentioned it to John when we were watching the game yesterday. He looked like somebody who might have thought that he don't know if he's gonna be back on the field again this year or something. You know what I'm saying? Just frustration and just he looked sad on the sideline. Which I mean, he's dealt with so many injuries. You got to feel for him, and I appreciate him giving the effort and going. But I'm excited about Patrick Paul and him getting his feet wet and getting some run. With these last few weeks. Obviously, we want Armstead there. He's obviously the better player. But I'm anxious to see this young kid Patrick Paul play.
Yeah, I think moving forward, I mean, I think we need to address the guard position.
I'm completely with you on that one, bro.
I think Austin Jackson, once he gets back from injury, that's our guy there on the right side. On the left side, we're going to go with Paul. It looks like Brewer's done a phenomenal job at center. Just kind of how our offense runs. I think he fits our offense, but we got to move on from the Robert Jones and the Kendall Lambs and the Liam Eichenbergs. I don't think those are the guys. I think we need to address that either in free agency or in the draft,
or both, bro.
That continues to be a concern because we're gonna if we plan on making deep playoff runs moving forward with Tua as our franchise QB, who has proven to be a franchise QB once he stays healthy. This guy is up there as far. You got to put him in the class with the Joe Burrow. Certainly, he's not Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, but he's up there with the Joe Burrows, the Jalen Hurts, and those guys as far as production is concerned. Let's be frank. So if that's the plan moving forward, then we're gonna have to become a more physical team. So
yeah, and the super producer is working in the backgrounds there. So he sent us some where's the pressure coming from? So the percentage of total pressures for each position group. From the offensive tackle position, 43% of the pressures are coming from the tackles, 57% is coming from the guards. And our boy Aaron Brewer is actually doing a phenomenal job. 0% is coming from the center position. So you hit it right on the head there. Aaron Brewer is a young player. We signed him for multiple years. I think we signed him for a 3-year deal. So he's going to be back. We got Patrick Paul that we drafted this year. Austin Jackson, who they really like what he did at right tackle. Yeah, he just needs to stay healthy, man. That's starting to worry me now that he hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of years. So you hope that he can stay healthy going forward. But yes, the interior, the offensive guard position. I think we need to draft a couple of offensive line early in the draft too. Don't wait till the 5th, 6th round to draft guard. If there's a top-notch interior offensive lineman at the 20 whatever pick we get or whatever high teens. Take that player, spend a little bit of money in free agency, get a top-notch guard. Don't get the bottom of the barrel type guard. You know what I'm saying? After all the main guys sign, you wind up getting somebody for the cheap. Like we need to stop that. We need to invest. We need to invest in our offensive line, in my opinion.
I still think we're also lacking a big physical receiver, right? It would have been great had the Chase Claypool experiment worked out. He's a big physical guy, but we need somebody like that. We need a big physical receiver who can win contested matchups, right? Because right now what we are is a really good flag football team. If you think about it, we're fucking phenomenal, right? We'd be really good at flag football. We'd wax everybody's ass, but when it comes to a Steelers team is going to destroy us, right? Why? Because they got a Jalen Warren, a Najee Harris. They got the battle of the trenches. They're going to win that battle of the trenches every day and twice on Sundays. Right, so that's what we need to fix, man. So hey, let's
Byron and I joke about it all the time that we like the fat ugly guys, and we really do. You're saying on both sides of the line, and I think defensive line is something we're gonna have to address as well in the offseason. And we'll obviously get more into draft talk and stuff like that when we get closer to the offseason or into the offseason. But I'm with you 110%. We definitely, that's something I said as soon as we took Tua, as soon as Roger Goodell said Tua Tagovailoa with the 5th pick to the Miami Dolphins, the first tweet I put out right after that is, you know what I'm saying, it was a tweet of a Disney octopus like stacking up bricks. And I was like, we better build a wall in front of this kid. You know what I'm saying? You knew coming off of those injuries that you were going to have to protect him. And a lot of people say, oh, well, no, he gets rid of the ball quick, like we've been saying. Yeah, it's good that he gets rid of the ball quick. He's got a quick release. But can you imagine how much better and how much more deadly he can be if he actually had a line that he believed in and actually had a couple seconds because I could actually scan the field without fear of his life? You know what I'm saying?
Yesterday he progressed through his reads a little quicker than what he would have liked to. Because I remember I think he dumped it off to somebody, and had he stuck on 8chan a little bit longer or one of his first reads, he would have been able to. So that's him knowing, hey, I have a limited time. I got to process really fucking quick.
Right. That's just muscle memory that he has, that he knows he needs to get rid of the ball. And unfortunately, again,
I got 1.5 seconds, if that.
Right. I'm with you on that there's times where you see him and people that are hating on him always say, oh, well, he has happy feet. Well, when you got people, when you ain't got time, you tend to have that. But when he actually drops back in the pocket, sets his feet, has the confidence that he's going to have the time to wait. The touchdown pass to John was a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? He dropped back, he hopped up a couple times, set his feet and threw a perfect pass. You know what I'm saying? So the kid is capable. Is he gonna have Josh? No, he doesn't have the big cannon. No, he doesn't have Lamar's speed.
For 3 touchdowns.
Right. He doesn't need to do that. If we solidify this offensive line, you know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned, get another big body receiver, even though I think Jonnu is pretty much that position for us right now. But going further, if we can get a bigger wide receiver to add there, River Craycraft is nice, and all these guys that Mike McDaniel likes because they block
on Sunday.
He can't stay healthy either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like get somebody that can actually stay healthy and actually have a bigger body receiver. I'm with you on that one. The offensive line. But the rest of the draft, bro, it's like we got to redo our entire defense. You talked about the lack of ability to tackle. To me, that's effort and want to. And we just don't have enough of those guys on this team, which falls back to my ultimate question before we start wrapping it up. I got a question for you because the conversation is out there all the time about the Dolphins being soft. And I don't like that word because to me that's you're saying there's a lot of implications with that word, but we play soft. Is the problem? You know what I'm saying? So that on the defense, if we
And I'm
need
not
some
talking
dogs
about
on this team,
freaking.
bro.
I'm
Like
not talking about somebody launching and getting a couple targeting penalties and ripping somebody's
right.
head off. That's not what I'm talking
No.
about. I'm talking about going in there and sticking somebody for a tackle for a loss instead of
Right.
trying to go in there and push them out of bounds or
Right.
trip them up
Right.
or come on, dude, go in there and wrap up.
Right.
But no,
Yes.
you got guys like Jordan Poyer, you got middle linebackers, whoever you put in there who are missing tackles and
Yeah.
or just not close enough to the ball. I need a motherfucking like Nick Bolton over there,
Right.
someone like
Right.
that. You
Right.
know?
Or Roquan or somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm with you
Roquan's a
on
lot
that
to ask
there.
for, but
I like the addition of Jordan Brooks. He's one of the only ones that actually puts his head in there and
yeah,
tries to make
yeah.
tackle. And when we say toughness, we're not like you said, we're
He
not
came
talking
from a
about
physical
dirty players and
scout.
making dirty plays. We're talking
Yeah,
about guys that just have that mentality that I am going to dominate the player
dude.
opposite of me.
The
You know what I'm saying?
follow-up
That's what
of
we
Von
need.
Holland has to be studied. I don't know what's going on with that kid,
Bro,
but
I don't. Since you mentioned it, like I don't bring him back, bro. I don't pay the money for him.
I don't know that you can. He had so much upside, but he like nosedived this
Yeah, he
season.
did, and he's gonna
And,
want top
and you know
dollar. I
what?
don't think he's worth it.
Cam Smith may have been a mistake.
No, that was a bust, bro. You were
That
right. You were right at the day of the draft when you got all pissed off. I tried to sell
told
it to
you,
you
right?
and let you know who he was because he does have ability, but he ain't got the mindset.
It hasn't
Like
translated,
he don't
bro.
want to play. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
man.
He's happy that he got paid. He don't want to hit nobody. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things we need on this team, but I think the main thing is we need more attitude on the team. And again, we don't need dirty players. We just need
No.
tough-minded,
We don't need an
hard-working,
Dominican Sue to
hard-nosed
step
players.
on somebody when
Right,
they tackle him. We
right,
don't need that.
right. We need
We need some
aggressive. We need
dogs.
aggressive football. But yes, we need some dogs on this team. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that 110%. Just want to run through the scores real quick for the people
Yeah.
out there before we
You want me
wrap this
to got
up.
him up?
Apologies here.
I can do them.
Yeah, if you want to read off the scores real quick, just to give you everybody a rundown of all the final scores for yesterday.
Yeah, let's bring it onto the screen. So I'm actually looking straight ahead.
All right.
Hey, NFC North, amazing Thursday night matchup, man, when the Lions prevailed 34-31. That Lions team is scary.
That Lions team is tough. That's what I'm
tough.
talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Bite some kneecaps and stuff like
yeah,
that. Like, let's do it.
the Dan Campbell set the tone early. He was
Right.
gonna
Yes,
fight
he
kneecaps.
did.
All right, of course, we got our dub 32-26 in OT. Man, don't know what's going on with Kirk Cousins over there in that weak NFC South, but Sam Darnold lit it up with 5 tutties,
Yeah.
42-21 Vikes over the Falcons. The New Orleans Saints hung on to beat the lowly Giants
That was pathetic.
14-11. That was anyways. Carolina, another good showing against a Philly team. Is this Philly team really as good as their record indicates? 22-16. I know Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown are beefing a little bit. That was confirmed by a teammate. 22-16. Philly hangs on, but Carolina and Bryce Young, you love to see that from the young man. He's playing better. Pittsburgh avenges their loss a couple weeks ago to Cleveland, 27-14. Russell continues to cook over there in Pittsburgh, man, doing big things. 6-1 as a starter. Russell Wilson is. And the Steelers are on top of the AFC North. Baker continues to do things over in Tampa Bay. 28-13 victors over the Raiders. Jacksonville squeaks out a dub with Mac Jones under center. 10-6 over the Titans. That was a doozy. And then again, Jekyll and Hyde, Arizona Cardinals. You never know which team they're going to get. But Seattle all over Arizona, 30-18. Kyler did not look good. Let's see. You got, and then the showdown, the game that we remember. This is a team that the Dolphins kept out of the end zone in LA. The Rams, 44-42, in a showdown with the Bills. They come out on top. Josh Allen runs for 3 and throws for 3, and no turnovers in that game. 44-42. Matt Stafford looking like the old Matt Stafford from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we got, of course, Joey B, Jamar Chase, and the electric Cincinnati Bengals offense tonight against the surprisingly still alive in the playoff hunt. Dallas
That's
Cowboys
crazy.
at 5-7.
Hey, I mean the NFC it is what it is. I mean we're 6-7 and we've got slim playoff hopes that we're holding on to.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the I was trying to look at the playoff standings.
Yeah, we got the Colts. The Colts ahead of us, right? They got us head to head,
Yeah.
right? We lost to Indy, so Indy's going to have to lose twice down the stretch. And the Broncos, they got some tough matchups. Remember, they got the Chiefs that they still got to play again because at that point, KC may still be fighting for a number one seed. They're playing for something. I think they got Cincy too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
right now we're in the number 9 spot. We got the same record as Indy. So they're at number 8 because they got the tiebreaker with the head-to-head against. So it's Denver, the Chargers, and Baltimore and Houston are all 8-5, but Houston is winning the division. So Baltimore, the Chargers, Denver, and Indy are all ahead of us. But we just need 2 of them. One of those. We just need one of those spots there. So every team that we're trying to catch has at least 2 games on us. So again, we have to win out and hope for some luck. But I'm saying, if we handle our business, we'll see what happens.
First
saying?
order of business is to take care of Houston over there at in H
Yeah.
this next weekend.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, a quick thought on our chances going down to your neck of the woods, and pulling out a victory against a Houston team who hasn't met expectations this season.
Yeah, they've.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they've
they're okay.
inconsistent, right? But they do have some weapons on offense, right? And
Yep.
a solid veteran back in Joe Mixon. Nico Collins is healthy and back in their wide receiver core, and a mobile quarterback. Right. So again, we're going to have to make C.J. Stroud uncomfortable.
Yep.
And stop the run, and I think we'll be fine. I think Houston's just they've been wildly inconsistent, and I don't know that they've taken a step back this season, but they're in a weak division. So I think if Miami just gets out to a quick start, right, we don't want to fall behind. We don't want to have to play catch up, and just don't hurt ourselves by not turning the ball over. I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think one thing that we do have on our side is we don't have to worry about the weather. It's going to be inside of a dome in Houston. And I think the Texans, I'm with you, has taken a step back. There was a lot of expectation for them this year. Are they a good team? Yes, they're a good team. They got a good young quarterback, good young coach.
Sure.
You mentioned some of their players. But I think we're a good team with good players. We just don't have the record right now. But I think Houston can get got. So if you, like you said, if we come out and we start out fast, play good disciplined football, no penalties, I think we have a chance to pull the upset because I'm sure that Houston's going to be favored. But I think we have every chance to win this game here, get our record to 500 with the last 3 games left, and then we see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We got San Francisco at home before we have to travel to Cleveland and then to New York. San Francisco ain't the juggernaut they've been either. You know what I'm saying? And we get them at home.
They played the Bears. It looks like Brock Purdy's back, but they're riddled with injuries too.
Right.
On the defensive side of the ball and offensively as well. Obviously, they've lost McCaffrey for the year and their backup. So now they're on a 3rd string running back, a Garendo. But that young man played well against a really good Bears defense, and they lit up the freaking Bears. We're just gonna have to stop the George Kittle from killing us with his big plays, and you just pressure Brock. But yeah, that San Francisco team is going to go out there and play hard, obviously, and they got enough weapons to do damage.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, but again, they haven't had the best of seasons either. They've got injuries, like you mentioned.
We got them at home.
So, like I told John yesterday, there's no team left that I don't think we can beat, but at the same time, we can lose all of them if we don't play well. Exactly. So the next one up is Houston before we host San Francisco at home. So Let's come away with a big win. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Again,
There's a little love.
not only is it the Dolphin Chronicles, where we got all things Miami Dolphins with me, Alex, and our boy Byron and the rest of the crew, but False 9, all things Inter Miami is available here. Hurricane Warning, all things Miami Hurricanes football is available here on the network. And then, of course, this week in Miami, all things 305 and South Florida sports. And again, we're young, up and coming. We got a lot of shows that are going to be coming in the pipeline, a lot more stuff. So definitely show some love. Give us an opportunity to entertain you and get you on here. But this is always a lot of fun. Monday, 7:30, the Dolphin Chronicles. We got the Heat. We're going to Houston. Like I said, to my boy Alex's neck of the woods down there in Texas. So hopefully we can find a way to get a victory and even our record at 7-7 and see what happens going down the stretch, man. Appreciate all the comments in there, Byron, Jonathan, Mark, everybody else in the comment section. For Alex, I am Johnny Cruz. This is the Dolphin Chronicles presented by Kendall Sports Network. We will catch you guys next week. Have a good one. Be safe. Peace.
See ya.